Let's like target GDP as a company. Okay, it'd be ridiculous. Okay. By the way, you ask the question and you immediately back it up with why you're asking. Okay. Well, I only asked because I do know the manager is hiring that on a first come first served basis, Michelle. So if you really are interested, it would definitely be in your best interest to come in today. How can you, again, listen to the question. Please underline the question. How can you rearrange your schedule so you can make the interview for tonight? It doesn't say can you. It doesn't say will you. What does it say? How can you? Which is what's called an open-ended question. And that forces them to come up with solutions. Or to make it obvious that they're just being lazy. Okay? The average sale in sales is made on the fourth or fifth time you ask for it. Well, what are you selling? An interview. You're selling a job. You're selling an interview that they want in the first place. Okay? So how can you rearrange your schedule to make it in tonight? And you stay silent. Make a note there. Silence. Let them do the speaking. After you ask that question, the first person to speak loses. How can you rearrange your schedule to make it in tonight at 6 o'clock? And you just wait. Sit for a minute if you have to until they come up with something. Don't say a word. Let them speak first.
You say, oh, are you there?
See, yeah, I'm waiting for your answer. I've been waiting for 40 seconds actually for your answer. Okay? Have you come up with a strategy yet? Oh, I don't know if I can. Okay. Well, do you need to make, that's where the next question comes in. Do you need to make a phone call to see if that's going to be able to work for you? If they have to call their job or speak to their professor or whatever, okay, all I need you to do is give me a call back to let me know if the appointment will work, right? I can hold it for about an hour or so. How's that sound? And again, how do you say it?
How's
that sound? How's that sound? Just practice nodding. How's that sound? Right? And smile with it. How's that sound? Right? What do you automatically do? Right, watch this. How's that sound? Right? I can do blah, 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 blah. How's that sound? It means nothing but the smile and the nod.
That's like when people take pictures and I smile and you couldn't do the picture, but you still smile.
So watch this. How's that sound? Right. So you need to make them do the legwork. Putting them in the position to do all the legwork puts who in charge? You, because who's always in charge? Because you're the what? You're the boss. You're the receptionist, right? You are boss lady. Okay? Or Carl. Or Carl. Right? When you hear that they're just being lame, and again, what's the definition of being lame? If you were to give them 10 grand and they were to come in, they're being lame. If they're still giving you excuses. So you need to keep pressing. And keep pressing that button until they finally cave into being lame, right? And to being lazy. Okay. Hey, can I ask you a question? This has to sound right. You know, like, hey, can I ask you a question? Right? With the thick Samantha Brooklyn accent. Hey, can I ask you a question? Right? It's like, hey, can I ask you a question? As if like you're talking about, like, hey, can I ask you a favor? Like it sounds like that. Like, hey, can I ask you a question? Make believe they were sitting in front of you. How would say, hey, can I ask you a question? And they say, sure. By the way, you have to get their response. Because they say, sure. That's them giving you permission to ask a question. Okay? How serious are you about looking for a job? And it's not a condescending manner. Like, hey, come on. How serious are you about looking for a job, dummy? Right? That's not what you're saying. You're talking to them as a friend. Hey, Victoria, can I ask you a question? Like, how serious are you about looking for a job right now? And they say, I'm very serious? Okay, can I make a suggestion? And they say,
okay.
Now you've gotten them to say yes like 5 different times. Like, can I make a suggestion? Okay. Would she just give you permission to do it?
Suggestion.
Make a suggestion. Right? I would suggest that you try and rearrange your schedule as best as possible in getting here for the interview. Because Mr. Cassette is hiring tonight on a first-come, first-served basis. Again, how can we make this work? What kind of question is that? Another open-ended question. How can we make this work? Not, can you make it work? Not, is that okay? I've even receptionists say, okay. Like, okay is not a question. It's seeking acceptance. Okay? See that? It's seeking acceptance. I'm waiting for you to say, yes, or okay, perfect.